Ultimate Team Review. This team was submitted to us by Company Pitbull. Starting off the back, we've got Van der Sar, Roberto Carlos, Renard, Cabrassi, and Carlos Alberto. So first up is Roberto Carlos. We're going to have a look at. I was going to say not a bad card, but it kind of is a bit of a bad card. Probably better than most fullbacks, but not defensive enough. Got 85 is probably not that bad defense for a fullback, but no defense, no defensive playstyles there. So he's like pretty much only going forward, not great at coming back and defending, really. Then next up is Renard, who's kind of good enough to make up for it, to be honest, because she's actually quite a good card. I don't generally like the women in centre-back. I think they're too small, but she does have Anticipate Plus and Aerial, and she's quite tall for a woman. 6'2". 6'2". There's not many women 6'2" centre-backs. And good defensive playstyles, no intercept, but apart from that, pretty decent. Pace could be a little bit higher, but 98 defense, Jesus. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Next up next to her is Pau Cabrassi, who's if you're doing career mode, like manager mode, that's one you want to try and buy because he's not too expensive, but he's got a good potential. So next up, we're gonna look at Cabrassi. Here's his card. Not a bad card. Good pace, good defense, physical could be higher, and pretty good playstyles. Only a few problems. 6 foot could be a little bit higher. Quite low strength and aggression, only 81. And long ball plus is not one I'd want as a plus. I'd want it as a normal. So I'd want that to be another defensive one. And he's 90, so he's sort of too high to evolution. Apart from that though, not a bad card. There's worse ones out there. On the other side is Carlos Alberto, which just like Roberto Carlos, who the names I mix up, he also not a spectacular card, to be honest. I think it's the same problem. Oh, no, it's not. So pace is good. Oh, yeah. Pace is maybe a bit low for a fullback. Good defense, good physical. Anticipate's good, and intercept, but doesn't have block. What was the problem? Oh, yeah, 5'11", maybe a bit small. So that's probably gonna be better right back maybe than Carlos Alberto, Roberto Carlos, but still not. There's better ones out there, to be fair. Next up, let's look into midfield. Who's in midfield? So we got Sauer, Ahmad, and Szoboszlai. I like Sauer as a, not just this card in general, because she had a good SBC card last year that was really good, and Ahmad's obviously United, so I appreciate him. First up, let's look at Sauer. Where's Sauer? So I don't think this card's as good as her card last year. Incisive and Relentless are really good pluses to have though. It's also got Long Ball and Press Proven, which I like. I'm always confused by Quick Step on like a centre mid or a CDM or something, or even a Cam. Cam's a little bit more understanding. Great dribbling though, and great passing. Quite a good card. Physical's really the only thing that's too low. Strength is quite small, but Press Proven makes up for it somewhat. Next up is Ahmad, playing as a Cam. I think, is he more of a Cam or is he more of a winger? Incisive Plus is more of a Cam one, isn't it? Incisive Plus, yeah. He might be more of a winger, because he's got ridiculously pace. So he might be a waste on the wing. But we don't judge positions, we just judge cards. So overall, that's a pretty good card, very pacey. And next up is Szoboszlai. I wouldn't have him, I think, as a centre mid. I'd have him as a Cam, because he's, I've seen him there a lot, but his defence is too low. It's only 70. So it's a bit of a waste having him there, really. Next up, let's look at the front row. So we've got Mbappe, Eusebio, and Neymar. Obviously, this version of Neymar can play both sides, which is quite handy. So first up, let's look at Mbappe. I mean, actually, we won't even bother looking at Mbappe because it's gold Mbappe. You know what you're getting there. Eusebio, really good stats, not enough playstyles. The playstyles are the issue. Good playstyles, but just not enough of them. And then Neymar, one of the better wingers. Bit slow though. Could be better. Get better pace. Ridiculous dribbling though. 99. That's just insane. So overall, that's a pretty solid team. I mean, there's areas for improvement. There always is. Now it's time for the scores though. I'm gonna give this one about an 8.94, which should put us about 17th place on our leaderboard. Well done, buddy. Now it's a question though of how do we improve the team. I think the ones I went for as improvements was the fullbacks, because I think these are probably the weak points. So I think the first one I've gone for, which I'm probably going to get myself, is Wan-Bissaka. He's not incredibly better than the fullbacks there, but two big points to add, right? He's well, actually maybe a few. He's very cheap, only about 25k, right? The stats are really good, maybe better than Carlos Alberto. I mean, 92 pace, good defense, good physical, good dribbling. Maybe passing could be higher, right? But in intercept and slide tackle plus, really good. Okay, he's got other defensive play styles, and he's only 87, so you can evolution him. I can't understand why he's so low. I think it might be because with slide tackle and intercept plus, it might be difficult getting him in evolutions. But apart from that, I don't understand why that card's so cheap, because he's actually quite tall. I think he's like 6 foot. So that's a really good card. And on the other side, I do the objectives for Macon and get him maybe left back, because I think he's free if you do the objectives. It's like 30 games you have to win though, so it's a lot of wins, but it's definitely worth it. It might be the best fullback. So that's probably team of the years, but it's one of the better fullbacks, definitely. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you want your team reviewed, find a link to the Reddit page in the description. See you now.